today's video, we are going to be talking about elite mindset. I will actually show you how to get elite millionaire mindset. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Celeste Sal, and I wasn't always this guy who has made multi figures doing 200k months, who was literally from the hood, working his underpaid 9 to 5 job. But yeah, so how to get elite mindset? So, elite mindset starts from sales. You need to sell yourself before you sell to anyone else. So, you need to start selling yourself that you are elite. Just to give you an example, you need to believe that everything is possible. Everything. For example, it doesn't matter that no one has became trillionaire. I still believe I can become trillionaire if I put my mind to it. That's the mind you should have. It doesn't matter what is true, only what you believe is true, because with work it will come true. Okay? So yeah, you need to believe that everything is possible. If I want to become astronaut, I will become astronaut. If I want to become the best hockey player of all time, I can become the best hockey player of all time, if I put my mind to it and I work hard. Okay? So, number one thing, believe everything is possible. And if you don't believe that everything is possible, then you will be this peasant loser who is working 9 to 5 that he doesn't like, and he will not take risk, and he doesn't even believe that it's possible to make 10k per month. He thinks everyone is lying, everyone is doing some bad things to get rich. It's bullshit if you have these limiting beliefs. Because I was thinking exact same thing when I was living in my parents' basement, working underpaid 9 to 5. I was like, it's not possible to make 10k per month. You need to go to the university, get good grades, and then if you're lucky, you'll make 10k per month. It's all bullshit. And I even tried to go to the uni after all my 5 business failures to get some degree and certification for me to get remote career where I can make 6 figures, because it was always my goal. And then when I was in the university, I realized it's all bullshit, and I need to start believing in myself more. So yeah, that's how everything started. And I dropped from the uni, I dropped from the high school, and I went to the army, military, and I dropped out from military too. So yeah, I just realized everything's possible. I need to pay the bills, so I quit the army for me to pay the bills, because I was minus 22 grand in debt. Okay, so that's why I quit military. But always I realized that you need to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. The same thing is this: if you don't invest in yourself, no one will invest in you. So yeah, believe in yourself. Believe that you can make 10k per month, 20k per month, 30k per month. If I were you, I would believe that I will make 100k per month, because 100k per month is the new 10k per month. People talk about 10k per month. Your new standard should be 100k per month. Okay? My one is like 1 million per month is easy for me. That's my mindset. You should have that 10k per month is like hygiene standard. Like, if you're not making 10k per month, something's wrong. You don't have specific knowledge. You don't have someone to basically tell you this is easy, and to show you actually how to do it. And yeah, and you don't have elite stripe of guys who can tell you bro, this is fucking easy. So if you have these things, then you understand that it's fucking easy, and because you understand it's easy, you will actually do it, and it will happen. Okay, so number one, believe in yourself. Number two, extreme ownership. This is from Jocko Willink. So it doesn't matter what happens, it's always your fault. Bitch cheats on you, it's your fault. Okay? Why? By the way, I didn't use the word bitch. If girl cheats on you. So I was just being provocative. So if girl cheats on you, it's always your fault. It's not her fault. Why? You are not elite. If you're elite, she wouldn't do shit to you. But because you are not elite, you are peasant loser who's playing video games, jerking off, you know, not going to the gym, not having cash, not looking good, of course he will cheat on you. Plus, you don't know how to close deals. You know how to close. You don't know how to sell. You don't know how to sell. You know, if you're good at sales, like the girl wouldn't cheat on you. So that's why you need to understand extreme ownership. If something bad happens to you, it's always your fault. It's not someone else's fault. Okay. As an example. You think you're broke because of elites, because of the Matrix? You really think so? Oh, Matrix is keeping you broke. No, you're broke because you're a fucking loser. But I wasn't always this guy who can say this thing that you're a loser. Because to be honest, I was before a loser. So what it means for me, word loser. Loser is someone who is playing video games, someone who is jerking off, someone who is just consuming mindless and bullshit content, watching some video game streams, someone who is not focused on self-improvement, someone who is just eating unhealthy foods, eating seed oils, being fucking vegan, being this blue-pilled wage cock who understands that like, oh, you need to go to the uni, you need to get certification, you need to work for 50 years to get rich, you need to invest in stocks, you do the trading. That's a loser. A loser is not a guy who is ambitious, who has big goals, big mission. Okay? So yeah, extreme ownership. If you fuck up, it's your fault. If you're broke, you know, when I was broke, like I was blaming my parents because I'm broke. No, it's not my parents' fault, it's not my friend's fault, it's always my fault, you know? So if you are born in broke family like I was, then like you can't blame your parents. You need to blame yourself. Okay? So yeah, extreme ownership. You're broke, it's your fault. It's always your fault. Why? Because you can get specific knowledge, you can buy mentors, and you can buy in yourself into Elite Tribe, where you have guys with same minds as you know, and then you can take action. You have 24 hours, I have 24 hours, we all have same things. So it's all about you. Yes, some people are more luckier than you. Will you again create some excuses? They're luckier, so I shouldn't even try. Maybe you're born 5 foot, 5'2". Okay, you can't do anything about it, but you can work on the money, you can work on the status, you can work on the power, and you can network, you can become good at sales, you can make money, you can do all that stuff. You know, it doesn't matter if you're like 5 foot, you know? So, yeah. Next one. Be pissed off. Be pissed off. What I mean by this, you need to use anger as a fuel to get your goals, and you need to have urgency. Right now, you are not making 10k per month, which is actually a small goal. Be pissed off. Elias is making 200k per month. Be pissed off. This fucker is doing 200k per month. You know, how is this guy who doesn't speak perfect English, from Europe, from Finland, from this weird country with this weird accent, is making so much cash, but I am broke? How? Be pissed off. Use this energy you have as a fuel, as a gasoline, as a fuel to get to your goal of making 10k per month. Okay, if he can do it, I can do it. You know? Like, I was super pissed off. I was basically living in my parents' basement. I was always super angry. I'm like, these fuckers are making 15k per month, running ads. Fuck these guys, you know? I need to make also 15k per month, pretty fast. Because if they can do it, I can do it. If this retard can do it, I can do it. That was my mindset. So be pissed off, okay? You don't have 10, be pissed off. You don't have Lambo, be pissed off. But you don't need to have Lambo. For you, the most important thing should be to make at least 10k per month, ideally like 30k per month, and then you can do what you want, when you want, how you want, when something actually works predictably and puts money in your pocket, and that's super fulfilling. That you enjoy what you're doing. You can travel the world, you can main thing is this. You can help your parents, you can help your family and friends. You know, that's the main thing, what you should do, you know, why you want to make these goals, okay? And also like to eat actually good healthy food, because when I was basically broke, I was eating 15 eggs, microwaved with salt and pepper with water when I was working my 9 to 5. That was disgusting. So So that was like my motivation for why I wanted to make 10k per month. I was super pissed off. My colleagues were eating at buffet some good steak. I was eating 15 eggs, microwaved. That was super disgusting. I was super angry. I wasn't using that anger for me to stack skills to pay the bills, okay? So yeah, use anger as a fuel to get your goals. What else? Yeah, one day when I was broke, I was watching YouTube. You probably know this YouTuber, but or YouTubers who are flexing with Lambos, with watches. I was always so pissed off. And I see this, I'm like, this guy is making so much, why I'm not making? So I was this hater, and I was kind of like, I was so pissed off. And I was comparing myself too much to them. I'm like, why he's making so much money, but I don't? But when I actually think about back, the reason why I was angry is because I was insecure. Plus, I was so low value, so I was angry. But it's fine. You need to actually be aware, be humble, and have humility. Okay, I'm angry because I'm broke. I don't have what he has. But you need to use this energy and basically funnel this energy into your goal of making 10k per month. Okay? What else? You need to be man of your word. Number 4, you need to be man of your word. What I mean by this? So, if you say you're going to work 10 hours, you need to work 10 hours. If you don't, then you're full of shit. And if you're full of shit, then you know deep down that you are fucking loser. Worse than this is saying to people, I will work 10 hours a day. And then you, number 1, you lied to him. That's not as bad as lying to yourself. Lying is worse when you're lying to yourself than to anyone else. Why? When you lie to yourself, you know that you're full of shit. Okay? And when you know that you're full of shit and you're not keeping yourself accountable, you become lazy, you become a loser, you become low testosterone, geek. You just become low value, and lazy. And it's very hard to do anything when you know that you're not man of your word. Oh, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow, and you don't. That's super bad, because you train yourself to become a loser, because losers are not man of their words. Example: my friend, he was a loser. He said to me, Elias, I will help you to move out to your 35th floor penthouse. Then 15 minutes after, some girl calls him and he doesn't get laid. So he was like, Elias, I can't come. This one girl wants me to fuck her. And I said to him okay, so you will not help me and you will not be man of your word to yourself because some girl will fuck you. Ask yourself that. I will not hang out with Elias because I will get laid. So for me, it's so important to get laid. I'm so low value that I would rather do everything for pussy to basically, I would do everything for pussy. I would skip my friend, I would skip myself, my own word, I'll become a loser just to get laid. Think about it. It's so embarrassing. And I said to him are you so fucking loser? You will lie to yourself. You won't be man of your word to yourself that you said to me going to help me. You, number 1, don't keep promise to yourself. Then you don't keep promise to me. And then you put yourself down to do everything to please this girl. You're so low value, loser, cock. You really are? He's like, of course not. Then of course I closed him. That's why sales is important. I closed him for him to believe it's fucking bad thing to go to the girl's place, to skip your friend, to skip your own word. Because your word should be iron, you know? If you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you don't do it, you're full of shit. So from that day on, he became man of his word because he was always full of shit. He always said to me, Elias, I will come at 7 p.m. And he was always late. This time, I checked him. I closed him for him to become man of his word. And that's why sales is super important. You need to close people to believe in stuff that you say to them, you know? That's why closing is important. Okay. So actually being man of your word. To be honest, I wasn't always man of my word. I was actually the opposite before of man of my word. Nowadays, I'm super careful what I say. If I say something that's not true, I always correct myself, you know? Why? Because I know that I need to be man of my word to become successful, you know? To become super successful. For example, for me to make billions, trillions, you need to be always man of your word. You should never lie to yourself or to anyone else. Because when you lie, you get this bad habit of lying, you know? So, people in business need to trust you. If they don't trust you, you have zero value in the marketplace because they can't trust you. They can't do business with you. They can't introduce you to people because they don't trust you. They will not buy from you because they don't trust you. The number one thing when people buy is trust. If people don't trust you, they will not buy. So man of your word. I wasn't always man of my word. Before I was saying to myself, I will do stuff, I never did it. One day I said to myself, if I jerk off, I'll run a marathon. Okay. So basically one day, like a few years ago, I jerked off. Okay. By the way, I was addicted before, you know? But not 1 year ago. I was saying 1 year ago. Like a few years ago, I said to myself, if I jerk off, I'll run a marathon. Okay, I jerked off. Then what happened is that I was like, fuck it. I said it. Now I need to do it. So yeah, I put my shoes on. It was winter. And then I just said like, fuck it. I'll run a marathon. And then I went and ran a marathon. It took me like 4 hours. Around 4 hours it took me to run a marathon. In Finnish winter. In hoodie. In sweatpants. In shoes. Alone. Just minus 20 degrees. Let's put Fahrenheit for US guys, so they know how cold it was. Because Finland is a cold country. When you run in the hoodie, in the cold, that's pretty fucked up. Plus, I didn't train to run a marathon. I just said I will do it, and I did it. Okay? So that from that day on, I became man of my word, officially. So yeah, I would say these are the most important things that you need to understand from Elite Mindset. And also this thing too. It doesn't matter what is true, because with work, it will become true. Okay? Your thoughts or your beliefs. See you in the next one.